Tuesday night baseball now from Comerica Park in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Chicago White Sox and the Detroit Tigers. Cabrera and Abreu slug it out. Coming up next on the show. Daniel Norris is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Detroit. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, when you start talking about potential Cy Young Award winners in the American League, his name comes to the forefront. He's been dominating all year long, and if he can continue to throw the way he has, I see no reason why he doesn't win this. I can't wait to watch him in this one.
Adam Eaton heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball. And we get things started here with a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Eric, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
And it's been a good start to the homestand for them. They've taken 3 of the first 4, so they've had it going here. No question about that.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Kinsler's there for it, and he's retired here, 1 away. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Yeah, I'm looking out for a big performance from the Milk Man, Melky Cabrera. He's on a nice little hot streak, batting over 400 in his last 10 games.
Glenn Spoon. We'll see if he can keep the magic wand going. He was 5 for 5 in the ballgame last night.
Well, you're right. His last game was excellent, but he just keeps adding to those numbers. Over his last 10 games, he's been hitting over 350. I'll take that anytime.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here, 1-2. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. 1 out, nobody on. Grounder down the line at third. Played on the backhand. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Well, this is just something you hate to see early in the ballgame. Just a second batter of the game, and already these guys are throwing the ball away. Hope that's not a sign of things to come.
Jose Abreu will stand in for the first time, and he's come up big in spots like this more than once this year. Currently second in the AL in RBIs.
Well, when you look at him right now, he's right in the prime of his career, and clearly that's resulting in big things for him.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
He probably doubted he'd be in trouble this early, but he's already got a runner in scoring position, and now he falls behind the number 3 guy.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Hit on the ground toward the left. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Third baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Todd Frazier. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Yeah, Joe has a little bit of a tough strike zone to figure out, guys. It's never too crazy in any one direction, but it's not always as consistent as some people would hope.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
And now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. High in the air and deep to left center field. Upton going back to the track. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Well, they were looking for at least a sac fly here, and fortunately for them, they had the right man for the job at the plate. So, nice work to come through and drive home an important run.
Deoner Navarro will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Stepping in now, Brett Laurie. High in the air out to center field. Jones sprinting after it. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Yeah, that runner on second base was obviously going to score easily. I'm not quite sure they would have waved that runner from first, but it doesn't matter now as he's going to have to go back to third base anyway on the ground rule double.
Here's Melky Cabrera. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Looking to minimize the damage here. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He still needs one more strike, but hey, if he can get out of here only giving up 2 runs, I'd call that a win.
Drilled right back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. And not in time as the second run scores. The throw is wild, and it gets away. And the screen shows the story right there as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is really amazing, and everybody's looking at this now. It gets harder and harder to do when people are paying attention.
So here is Avisail Garcia as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Well, he's really had to work hard here in this first inning. You got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
4 runs here in this half inning. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
Well, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Changeup, and that fades down and away, 2-2.
And I think that's what they were trying to set him up for. Going with that changeup down in the zone on a 1-2 count. Very difficult to react to, but he did a great job of holding back.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. 7 home runs for him on the year now. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
And this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
Here's J-Roll, Jimmy Rollins now. As he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 0-2 home. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
Tap foul at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Another one sent foul. Ready on 1-2. Ground ball right side. Taken in by Kinsler. Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. So a great inning there as they bat around to score 6 times to open up the lead. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the White Sox 6. The Tigers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. James Shields will get the starting assignment in this one for the Chi Sox. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, guys, he won his 10th game of the season in his last start. We'll see how he does here.
Ian Kinsler will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just 1 run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And Eric, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They've been on a real nice run of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games.
And they're already well on their way to another win, and we've only played half an inning. I tell you, this team can score runs in bunches, and they're off to a fantastic start here.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
And Kinsler swings and misses here as he's gone on strikes for out number 1. And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, like everyone else, I can't wait to see what Miggy Cabrera has in store. He comes into the game sporting a slugging percentage over 600, so expect to see some very hard contact out of him in this one. You don't see guys with numbers like that every day.
Looped over toward first, but this will be taken easily at first, and there are two gone. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the White Sox defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, Jose Abreu coming from Cuba, everybody knew about what he could do at the plate offensively. But he's also making a name for himself defensively. He's made some incredible highlight reel plays. Now, a manager doesn't need his first baseman to be the greatest defensive player of all time. He just needs him to be reliable, and Abreu is just that.
Shields gets the sign. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with two out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Nope, ball one. Well, that's not a real favorable call for him right here. It's one thing when you're facing a lightweight hitter up there, but facing a guy like this, the difference between 1-1 and 0-2 is huge.
2 out, nobody on. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Rollins has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Adam Eaton will stand in to lead off the second. And what will they do for an encore after the first inning they put together?
Well, you know, Matt, they might not have to do anything at all. That's how good the first inning was.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Upton's under it. Makes the play, 1 away. With a moment now, take a look at the defense for the Detroit Tigers. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, Matty, Ian Kinsler, for me, is one of the most underrated second basemen in all of baseball. He's got great range, does a great job of positioning himself, always makes a routine play, makes acrobatic plays, turns the ball great at second base. He's a huge advantage for a pitching staff.
Into the windup and the pitch. Out in front of it, strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Looks like he's finding his bearings here a little bit better in the second after a rough first inning. He gets the strikeout right here, but boy, he could have used one of these an inning ago, that's for sure.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. That pitch count, as you see, already standing at 41.
And you don't need Eric or I to tell you about that. That's way too many this early.
To short. Iglesias is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the White Sox, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Nick Castellanos will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Shields sets his sights. First pitch on the way. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. 1-1, here it comes. Called strike two on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting fifth, right fielder, Andrew Romine.
Andrew Romine will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you've got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
And now just look at all 3 of these pitches here on show track. First one, not a strike. Not a strike. And not a strike either. Now, that's no question that it could be 3-0 right now, but instead, he's headed back to the pine.
Justin Upton will take his first cuts here as we run the numbers to see his splits between July and August. First offering on its way. And he lays off there, 1-0.
That's a dangerous but well-placed pitch there. Most power hitters are tempted by pitches up in the zone, but that one was so far enough up that he wouldn't have been able to do much with it.
And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. This is line to left. And the Tigers are into the hit column now. That's their first hit of the contest.
And that'll break the string of 5 straight to start the night. They finally get their first base runner here with 2 outs in the second. Good to at least get something on this guy before he really settles into a groove out there.
James McCann will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. In there for strike one.
0-1's the count.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And there goes Upton. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And, in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer.
Yeah, I think this was going to be a stolen base anyway. But you can see here in show motion, he looks like he's caught off guard behind the plate to begin with. And then he sort of fumbles the exchange from glove to hand. And at that point, just forget about it.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Seared down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Now a long throw home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Well, you know you're talking about a nice streak when you get up over 10 games in a row. And now that's 11 for this guy, so he is feeling it.
Here's Eric Ibar now, as he'll take a look at ball one. The average at 284 to begin play. 3 homers and an even 40 RBIs. A runner on first with 2 away. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And this is going to rattle up against the out-of-town scoreboard now. And now third base coach Dave Clark's giving him the come on around third. And they're not going to get Ibar. He's into third safely with a triple.
I think the phrase here is, when you're hot, you're hot. He's been on fire the last week or so, and it's going to continue here as he drives this all the way out to the wall. It'll wind up an RBI triple.
Into the box, Jones. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Garcia, still ranging back. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 6-3 contest. And he is in at third base with an RBI triple. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Jones has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer. And as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well. And in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like. But there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. And this one is past him, and that could be a run. It is.
And if anyone was left wondering whether or not it was smart to try to go for that triple with 2 away, there's your answer. Next man up, wild pitch, bang, there's your run.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. There to take it now is Eaton, and the inning is over. So they score 4 times on 4 hits here. No errors and no one left on base. We played 2 full. It's the White Sox 6 and the Tigers 4. Todd Frazier will stand in to lead things off here in what's now a brand new ball game.
Yeah, and how about that last half inning? Now it's up to these guys to respond, maybe punch back, if you will.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball one. Well, that man's got to be feeling a little better about things out there on the mound.
He sure does. His guys got him right back into the ball game, and now they need him to put up a shutdown inning here so those bats can go back to work.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And no one will get this one. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Now a fastball up around the shoulders, but it's strike three called and a questionable first out of the inning.
And you know, for a while there, this was starting to look like this might be a lost cause, but now after the 4-run inning, he's got a real job to do out there. His guys are right back in this thing, so they need a shutdown inning here. That's a good job to get that first out.
So the base is empty here with one away, and standing in is the catcher, Deoner Navarro. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, the pitchers have the right to work inside.
On the ground up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
Well, in his last start, these ground balls were finding gloves. But baseball, it can be a fickle game sometimes, and the breaks are definitely not going his way this time around.
Brett Laurie stands in after hitting an RBI double his first time around.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Gotta say, it's amazing to me that they've decided to leave this guy out there after the pounding that he's taken so far.
I think the fans have to be saying, what do we got to do to get a reliever in here? Enough of this already.
Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Well, I think you got away with one right there. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. And he just smokes this ball, too. But unfortunately, he hits it right at someone. So it becomes a fairly easy out.
Melky Cabrera stands in. He brought home 2 runs with a base hit in his first appearance.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Two out here and a runner at second. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. White Sox leave one. They still lead it 6-4. Jose Iglesias will start things off in the inning for Detroit. He'll be followed by Miguel Cabrera waiting on deck.
Jose Iglesias.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
Hard hit ball to second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
That's the hardest hit ball he's had all series, and he's still looking for that first hit, but it didn't work out for him here.
Into the box now, Miguel Cabrera. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and it's strike one.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2. Shields is ready. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Slapped hard the opposite way. Garcia is there, 2 down.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Nick Castellanos now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
2 pitches right on the outside corner. If he's going to keep looking at him, they might as well just stay out there. But why not?
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
That is just a great at-bat right there. Anytime you go from down 0-2 in the count to working out a walk, well, let me tell you, that ain't easy to do. And that's all about having a really good feel for the strike zone.
Andrew Romine will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
And that misses, ball 1.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially if for a guy in this part of the lineup.
2 out with the man at first. Line to the right side. And as it turns out, the two-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. One left for Detroit. Score remains steady at 6-4. Avisail Garcia is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
Well, one of the reasons he's not pitching well is because he's only thrown a first pitch strike about 50% of the time. That's not a good enough percentage to get ahead of hitters.
And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
You don't really want to hit a guy, but part of the reason he's been in trouble so far is that he hasn't felt comfortable working inside. And if you just let guys lean out over the plate, they're going to eat you up. So maybe this could be a blessing in disguise.
Here's J-Roll, Jimmy Rollins now, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one.
That's what you need to do after a hit by pitch. Get right back on that horse and fire a fastball in there.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Romine is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
This has just been a rough day for this guy so far in this one. Everything they're hitting is hard, even if it's right at someone.
Adam Eaton will stand in for the third time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. He's running towards second. Chopped foul right at home plate. The set and the 1-1 pitch. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Six runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
And when you're trying to think down in the zone, that's a pitch you're just not prepared to see. I think it just caught him off guard there as this is in there at the letters.
Standing in now, Glenn Spoon, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Outside, 2-1. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
Good time to call the change as he swings and misses for strike 2.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and a guy moves up into scoring position here.
Jose Abreu gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Line drive to left. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play one for sure and maybe a second. The run scores from second. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And it's in time, and he's out at the plate. So one runs across, but the second one is cut down trying to score.
Hosed.
White Sox pick up just the one. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the White Sox 7 and the Tigers 4. Leading off the inning, Justin Upton. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Garcia waits on it. He's got it one away.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball. But he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
Into the box, James McCann. He reached on a single in his first try.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
You can tell here, in his mind, he's thinking, quick inning. He's not even trying to set guys up. He's coming right after them.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Shield steps into his windup. Here's the 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Hit hard to the right side. Lowry's there. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
Now batting, first baseman, Eric Ibar.
At the plate, Eric Ibar. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here?
Yeah, he already got to show off those wheels, so let's see if he can make it happen again in this at-bat.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Swinging a hard liner to short. Rollins with a great stop. Got him.
Woo, no problem.
The defense on display on this beautiful diving stop at short. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Todd Frazier heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Baseman, Todd Frazier.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, this start's been a real bear for him so far. You see the pitch count here to start the 5th. That has to be a concern.
Hit down the third base line. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit.
Now batting, catcher,
Well, I hope this guy's not on your fantasy team, because look at those numbers. He's been dreadful.
Deoner Navarro steps in, got a base hit in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Slow curveball at 74, in for a strike.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
7 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Nope.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I think all these hits are making him a little gun-shy out there. He's starting to aim the ball and to nibble. When calls don't go your way, that can be trouble.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Brett Lawrie waits on deck. Nobody out, runner on first. Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
And that's not a good start to the inning on the mound. Back-to-back hits have him in trouble again. And at this point, they can't afford to let this deficit get any wider than 3.
Brett Lawrie strides in, grounded out his last time through.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Now the Tigers skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Blaine Hardy is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here.
Hardy.
Brett Lawrie will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed, as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. None out, runners at first and second. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
Swing and a line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. In with it now is Upton, and they'll have to hold the runner at third base.
Another base hit right there. Their 3rd hit in a row, and now the bases are loaded here with still nobody out.
Melky Cabrera will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. That swung on and lifted down the left field line. Upton on the move. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Well, from a defensive point of view, this does cost them a run on the sacrifice fly, but at least they're finally able to get an out. Plus, the other 2 runners have to hold, so double play still in effect if they can get a ground ball.
Avisail Garcia strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
I need to see that again, because it looked like he flat missed that call behind the plate.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. On the ground now for Iglesias. This could be 2. Kinsler for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. White Sox pick up just the 1. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the White Sox 8 and the Tigers 4. Leading off the inning, Jones, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Eaton on the move. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game, and boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. Ian Kinsler will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Oh, you got to like the way he's throwing the ball right now. You get a 1-pitch out to start the inning, and then you follow that up with a 3-pitch strikeout. He's settling in nicely now.
Jose Iglesias will stand in, hoping he can find a little green out there for once. He's lined out twice thus far.
Well, sitting up here, it looks like there's a lot of wide open spaces, but he's been hitting them right at people all game long.
Into the seats, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Two out, nobody on.
Nope,
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Yeah, even with the bases empty here and 2 away, you still need to be careful here. So he's pitched him smart so far.
Next pitch for Shields will be number 64 in the ballgame. Now a swing and a fly ball. Garcia is after it, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
And you know, with that fella waiting on deck, if you believe in protection in the batting order, this guy is going to get something to hit right here.
Now this is lined into left field for a base hit. Oh, and he botches it.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Miguel Cabrera will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Yeah, he got solid contact on that line out, but it just didn't work out. In this game, you have to trust your approach. Eventually, it's going to pay off.
Shields jumps ahead here with a good fastball for strike 1.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. And with that last pitch, Shields up to 68 so far. In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Garcia will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Tigers leave one. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. So the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, will step in to lead things off for the White Sox here in the sixth.
Shortstop, Jimmy Rollins.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Called strike two with the letters. 0-2 now.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 1,
Adam Eaton will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Nope, upstairs.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. One out, nobody on. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Lifted in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Jones. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, designated hitter, Glenn Spoon.
Glenn Spoon will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And the first baseman can't get there. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Just hung in there on that one. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Jose Abreu will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. First pitch of the at-bat. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is high. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
And with 2 outs, this was an excellent spot to try to take second base. The worst case scenario is if you get thrown out, you allow a good hitter to come back and lead off the next inning. Now, you give that same good hitter an opportunity to drive you in with just a base hit.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
And a pitch takes off inside and gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Men on third with 2 down. There's a strike as he gets this one over. It's 3-1 now.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
Hit hard toward first, but a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. A man left for the White Sox. They still lead it by a count of 8-4. Nick Castellanos gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Number 30, Nick Castellanos.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game.
It's been a game of offense so far, so no surprise the leadoff man's on base again. So let's see what we've got in store for us this time around.
Andrew Romine will dig in now. He's struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats.
Yeah, he hit that ball pretty hard on the line out. He just couldn't get it to fall for him.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Oh, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
Shields pauses, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Fly ball heading for the alley, and that'll get down out there near the wall. And now third base coach Dave Clark's giving him the come on around third. In to score is the runner from first. That makes it an 8-5 ball game. And they'll get the out here as he's run down between second and third. Justin Upton will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. High pop up. Abreu is underneath this one. And he's got it for out number 2.
Popping it up is bad enough, but doing it on the first pitch, you know, and out of the zone to boot. I mean, this just is not a good AB. I can tell you that.
James McCann will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
First pitch on its way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Here it comes on 1-1. Hit hard up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
The batter, first baseman, Everitt.
Now at the plate, Eric Ibar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. And a first pitch knuckle curve is a called strike. 0-1.
Well, even though he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 70% of the batters he's faced, the rest of his game has not been sharp, and he's not pitching well.
Now a ball hit high and deep, heading toward the corner and left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. 7th inning coming up. It's the White Sox 8 and the Tigers 5. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. White Sox on top in this one, but before we get out to the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Todd Frazier will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you got to figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Wow, that grounder got him. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Deoner Navarro will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Alex Wilson will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Alex Wilson.
Deoner Navarro will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out.
Well, he's already got 3 hits in this game coming into this at-bat, so we'll see if he can get that 4th now against this new guy.
Yanked on the ground down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Upton's after it. 1 away.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Brett Laurie ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Here's a little chopper up the middle to second for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
Yeah, you know, a double play there was always going to be a stretch, and that's where you just take that force out at second, get the lead runner, and then say, you know what, thank you very much.
In now, Melky Cabrera earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a high strike there, 0-1. High in the air and deep down the left field line. And a great running catch going deep into the corner as he has it to retire the side. White Sox leave 1. They're on top by 3, 8-5. Leading off the inning, Jones, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Hard to believe that this man is out there for a 7th inning of work given what he's been through so far.
Just a glutton for punishment, apparently. I saw enough 3 innings ago, but apparently he's back for more.
Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, one thing you learn real quick as a rookie, you don't get any easy at-bats at this level. You got to be thinking up there every single pitch, because guys up here, they'll tear you apart if you don't.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Drilled on the ground to short, taken in by Rollins. Throw on to first takes care of Kinsler here for out number 2.
The shortstop, number 1, Jose Iglesias.
Standing in, Jose Iglesias. He singled his last time up. This is in the air out to right. Garcia over to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. Avisail Garcia will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. On to the 8th here as a slider is taken to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. And this will be handled by Kinsler for route number 1.
Up next for the White Sox.
A look at our line score there through the first 7 innings. Sox out on top in this one on the road here at Comerica Park as they look to put this one in the win column. Stepping into the box, Jimmy Rollins. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Boy. And in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Adam Eaton will stand in one more time, and fortunately for him, he'll get a 5th chance here to extend that hitting streak.
Yeah, he hasn't had the same success the rest of the guys have, but that could all change with one swing.
Sliced hard on the ground, and that's in for a base hit. Finally make him 1 for 5 now. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
You kind of wonder why guys would pitch to him in this situation. You know someone wants to end this streak, but he just finds a way to get another hit.
Stepping in now, Glenn Moon, as he's first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
And just when you thought this inning was about over, back-to-back hits on back-to-back pitches. You can't let your guard down even for a second against these guys.
Jose Abreu stands in, trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. 2 down, runners at first and second. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, strike 2. Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And now here 1 and 2. This is where you need your best pitch. You've got to strand that runner out there at second base and keep the deficit just at 3.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. White Sox strand a couple. They're on top by 3, 8-5. Nate Jones is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Nate Jones.
Miguel Cabrera will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. J.D. Martinez will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Grounded to short. And Rollins will throw him out, 1 away.
The third baseman, number 9, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos steps in. He scored after reaching on a single his last time up. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Throw to first is going to beat him, though, as they're able to thwart the bunt attempt.
How about this out of the bullpen? 3 pitches, 2 outs. Can't do a whole lot better than that.
Andrew Romine will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3-4-5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
First delivery to him on the way. Grounded, foul. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Right side. Lowry's up with it, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We've played 8 full. The White Sox lead this one 8-5. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Todd Frazier, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Hard hit towards center. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his 3rd hit in 4 trips, all of them singles, and he's been a tough out all game long.
Deoner Navarro will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. Hit hard but fouled off to the left, and that'll keep you honest as a third base coach. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this will land foul. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2.
Nope, that's a ball.
Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball. 1-2. very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. And a wild pitch here as this one's to the backstop. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Carter Shipman will come into the game now and take over following the ejection.
Carter Shipman.
Deoner Navarro will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be doing so with the runner in scoring position and still nobody out. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. A swing, and it's popped in the air back behind first. Ibar is there for it. 1 out.
Well, anytime you get an RBI guy to the plate with less than 2 outs, and he does that, he is not happy. That's the kind of at-bat that'll stick with you for a while.
Brett Laurie stands in. He'll try to improve in this at-bat after grounding into a fielder's choice his last time up. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Hot shot to third. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit. Long throw to the plate, and they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Digging in, Melky Cabrera. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1.
And against a veteran hitter like this, you got to be in that strike zone early in the count, because the more pitches he sees, the better he's going to be able to time anything you've got.
The 1-1 pitch. Swinging a soft liner towards first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
These days in this game we talk so much about situational hitting. Hit behind the runners, move guys up. But with 1 out, you got to try to drive that guy in. That was a really unproductive out, even though the guy moves to third.
So digging in now, Avisail Garcia. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. No reason to give him a pitch that he likes.
And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
This guy has certainly been a tough out so far. He follows up that home run from earlier with his 3rd RBI of the ballgame.
Jimmy Rollins steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Oh man, if you're a pitching coach, you might want to update your resume after this performance. His guys have been brutal.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. The White Sox lead it 10-5. Zach Duke will come on in relief now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season.
Zach Duke.
Striding in to start the ninth, Justin Upton, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Francisco Rodriguez will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the ninth, and they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike two. And he's bunting with two strikes, but can't connect, so a real wasted at-bat there. James McCann digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Michael Fulmer will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Michael Fulmer.
And they'll ask him to bunt off the bench as he puts this one down. And Duke will win the race to the bag to record the out.
Now batting.
And at this point in the game, your defenders will love you for this. He's been able to pick up the first two outs of the inning here on just 4 pitches.
Eric Ibar makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Mark Lowe will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Mark Lowe.
And tough duty to bunt off the bench like that, but he gets this one down. Throw on to first will take care of him, and the White Sox have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road, as this one is over.
Well, I think this one was pretty much over before it started. That huge first inning rally put this one out of reach right from the get-go.
An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The White Sox win it 10-5. Good night from Detroit.